Hello, hello, hello there, everyone, in the Lucksack Legion. It's Alex here with Lucksack Games, and I'm here to play the PTQ with Pioneer Bogles. See how this goes. So let's see. We're just waiting on that lag for round one. Good old Moto. Alright, there we go. Winning the die roll is right where you want to be when you're the aggro deck. 2 untapped lands and a very reasonable keep. Let's hope we're not playing against the Supreme Verdict deck. That would be less than ideal. So I think Bogles is a pretty hot choice in Pioneer at the moment because it has a fairly reasonable matchup against Mono Black if you can dodge Rankle. Or have Tower Archer with Vigilance like we do in this hand. A Tower Archer with Vigilance and First Strike gives a lot of trouble to a lot of decks in this format. So, how we're probably starting off is, well, obviously Shockland, Gladecover Scout. But on turn 2, I'm probably just going to play an All That Glitters unless we draw another enchantment. Alright. So let's start with a Shock, take 2, and play our Gladecover Scout. Looks like our opponent kept on 7. And then out to 8, Overgrown Tomb Shocked. This is probably a Thoughtseize. Ooh, a Gilded Goose. If this is a Golgari Field, we have a very reasonable Golgari Field matchup. So let's see if that's what we're against. Get in there for 2. Next turn, if we draw a land, we'll go Cartouche into Sentinel's Mark. If we don't draw a land, probably Gladecover Scout Cartouche. Let's see what this is. 3 mana for a Rejuvenator. Yep, looks like it's Field of the Dead. It's one of the reasons, hopefully, to play this deck is against the Field of the Dead decks. We don't currently have flying, but that's a fairly reasonable thing for us to be able to get. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the ringer on my phone now, while it's just a small buzz. Land? Ooh. If I was going to pick something, it's probably better than a land. Let's go ahead and go with Ethereal Armor here. Cartouche. And let's go ahead and get in there for 8. They're going to block with their 1/1, obviously, but that's fine. Yep. Ideal draw would be flying. We have 4 Griff Spoon currently in our deck. That would be insane. We don't want to load up the Vigilance yet. We actually might be able to bait something with this, Sentinels, I don't think Sentinel's Mark on the Warrior just to get Gilded Goose off the field is good enough, but we'll see. Ooh, Tireless Tracker, yeah, that's fine. Yep. Alright, land. Cartouche. Alright. I'm actually going to try and get this tracker off the battlefield. It seems relatively annoying for us. See if they take the bait. They did not. Okay, this is fine. So we're just going to let damage happen. Post-combat, we're going to play another Cartouche and a Sentinel's Mark. And a Gladecover Scout. We're going to go ahead and put on the Hexproof guy. Just because we really don't want this getting Fatal Pushed or whatever and ruining how much power we have built up on this thing. So we've got an 11 power first striker that next turn will have Vigilance, so that's pretty reasonable. Yep. This tracker's going to get pretty big pretty quick too, though. Our promise. There it is. This is the turn we'd like to draw. Griff Spoon and just kill our opponent. Just dead him. Just dead him. 1 Griff Spoon, please. 4 in our deck. Yep, they're going to get 2 zombies here. They have 4 clues, which is literally insane. So Griff Spoon, please. Huh. So they're obviously just going to chump the Glade Cover Scout. Lifelink for a turn isn't that big. I'm just going to get in there with everything. See what blocks look like for the opponent. Once again, be surprised if they blocked with Tireless Tracker. This is fine. Post-combat, we'll just play a Tower Archer. And send it on back. Still looking for that Griff Spoon. Definitely have tons of creatures. A little flooded on them, even. Unfortunately, they now have a Westvale Abbey as well. So, let's see. They can currently create 2 zombies, so not quite. So they can make an Ormondal now. So that's not ideal. Not ideal at all. Ormondal being indestructible matters a lot. So we basically need to find Trample if they get 1 more untap. We get 1 more draw at finding Flying, though, which is kind of nice. Come on, Griff Spoon. Only been hoping for it for like 4 turns. Come on. Off the top, let's kill our opponent. Get him dead. You're not attacking. Griff Spoon. What a tease. Alright. Let's go ahead and Sentinel's Mark here. Opponent's reading Sentinel's Mark, which is not too surprising. I'm going to go ahead and get in with the Tower Archer here as well. I guess not, because it trades off with Elvish Rejuvenator. Yeah, this is fine. Here's our 14-15 First Strike Lifelinker. Next turn, we're probably going to Once Upon a Time to make Trample a live draw. Certainly out zombieing us. We're going to draw a bunch of cards here. Alright. Come on, Flying. If they tap low on this Westvale Abbey, Flying might still get there. If they don't, we will have to find Trample first. Of note, if we draw Unflinching Courage, we still get to run away with this game. We just have to once into a land first. Well, they're either activating Westvale Abbey or tapping down on it, so let's find out. Looks like they're activating it. Yep. Meet Ormondal, opponent. Sure. No blocks. Take 9. Draw. This is rough. Alright, so... we can get in with this, and only this. I think opponent's going to win this one. We just couldn't draw the one of the 8 auras that would have got us out of this. Well, let's get a Glade Cover Scout down and pass the turn. I guess technically now we cast the Once Upon a Time because it might remove a land from our deck, but I mean, it's just as likely to bottom a bunch of the cards we're looking for. Still, nonetheless, we're going to cast it. Yep, opponent gets a third Field of the Dead. Scary, scary. Yeah, we're just going to no blocks this one more time. Next time we probably have to start blocking it. They are up to 31. Alright, let's cast this Once Upon a Time. Unflinching Courage and Gift of Orzhova. God, I hate this game sometimes. Alright, let's not salt off. Let's just draw. Help me, Legion. Help me, Lucksack Legion. You're my only hope. Bottomed both the cards we needed, drew a forest. This does not get better for us post-board. Ironically, if we still draw that Unflinching Courage, we're still in a very reasonable position. We get to auto-yield while our opponent does all of this. Opponent's literally going to draw up to 9 cards. Yeah. Our window closed a long time ago, chat. It's okay. We'll just have to win games 2 and 3. So we have needles on the board, but I don't think... First off, you can't needle a clue. I don't think it's worth needling like Westvale Abbey. Well, it's time to block you, Ormondal. Alright, we need Flying Lifelink basically this turn, and even if we get it, they probably have Abrupt Decay now. We're dead, chat. Alright. Alright. Let's see, what are we doing here? So opponent's on Golgari Field. There's quite a few things they could be bringing in. Ormondal is indestructible, but generally we can just get bigger than that. Cartouches aren't super amazing since they don't have a lot of sacrifice effects. I'm actually going to cut all 4 cartouches. I'm going to bring in 2 needles and a singleton leyline. 3 needles. I'll keep bringing both leylines. They have 4 Thoughtseize in the board, most lists do, so they're probably bringing those in. But we're hoping to get, since we're on the play for Game 2, we're hoping to get our Boggle down before they can Thoughtseize it. Obviously, if it's the 2-mana Boggle, that puts us in a much worse position, for sure. We would like to be on the play. There's our 2-mana Boggle. Alright, we're going to go ahead and keep this. And we're going to once and try and hit Glade Cover Scout. Okay, instead we get to take a second Boggle, which is amazing because now if they have Thoughtseize, we have 2 Boggles. So, next best case scenario besides hitting the 1-drop. See if we can get going before they get too many chump blockers. Thoughtseize me, baby. We knew it was coming. We knew it was happening. We here at the Lucksack Legion know what's happening. Yeah. Ooh. No point in taking the Boggle because I have 2 of them. I can see the opponent's logic there. Sure. Instead takes the huge pump spell. Alright, I can respect that. They're basically saying I can't answer the archer anyways. Ooh, miss your land. Ah. It feels good when 30 land decks miss their land drops, that's for sure. Alright, let's all that glitters here and hope to hit a land next turn. If we hit a land, we get this Gift of Orzhova down and start smashing in. That'd be really great. That'd be really great, because then we get lifelink, and they have, this is basically their only flyer in the deck. And they're already down to 13, so that's amazing. That's the irony of Thoughtseize decks, is they're hurting themselves when you're an aggro deck. It's like when your opponent's leaving Thoughtseize against Burn. Land. We need this land so bad. We want it so bad. Come on, chat. It's all bad. Bind together and grab that land. Let's be a Lucksack. One time. One time. You're not attacking us. Land. As far as things that were not a land, that's pretty much on the top of my list. Alright, well, this doesn't stop mana abilities, the Needle. So they're going to block with their 1/1, obviously. Are we needling Westvale Abbey? I think that seems very reasonable. So I'm going to go ahead and go for that. Hissing Quagmire's here, but we have First Strike, so I'm really not too worried about that, and potentially flying. Alright, go ahead, opponent. I know that Westvale Abbey's a 1-of, but I'd rather not have to deal with an Ormondal. Yeah, Field of Runes, whatever. Ooh, here's an Hour Promise. The big one. Yep. Luckily, this time we already have Flying opponent. Now we're just hoping to rip the land drop. So opponent will make a couple Zomboys here. They grab Westvale Abbey anyways. Alright, well, opponent has Abrupt Decay almost assuredly. Alright, so it'll be a tap land this turn while we get in a Sentinel's Mark. But next turn we'll be able to Gift of Orzhova this. Go to 30. Yep. Hopefully the opponent goes for an Ormondal here and hits us, because we're hitting them back a lot harder. They have to start by destroying this Pithing Needle. Oh no, not a Gift of Orzhova. Opponent, don't Thoughtseize us. So rude. So rude. Oh. Back to needing to rip Evasion. It's Tracky Boy. They're going to field us. That's fine. We have a basic to go grab opponent, and we can still cast every spell in our deck. Which means we don't want to draw more lands. Right now we want to rip Unflinching Courage. That would be an insane draw at the moment. Unflinching Courage forces multiple chump blocks. My turn. Unflinching Courage. Alright, that's not exactly miserable. We're going to get this down, and it's going to help us if we draw any aura to start churning through our deck to find the ones we really want. And this is another one of those games where we start out way ahead, though, and it feels like we're starting to fall behind. That Thoughtseize out of our opponent was incredibly timely. There's no reason for us not to attack every turn. because we do have Vigilance, and there's nothing the opponent could block with that would punish us for that. Opponent could crack a clue if they're willing to eat their food. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. I have mana now. You know, Magic. Crazy game. Crazy game Magic is. Oh, it looks like the opponent's going to go for it. Opponent is going to eat that food and crack the clue. Alright, sure. You have a 4-3, opponent. You have a 4-3. Of note, if we do poorly at today's PTQ, at the midnight one, I will be registering a Field of the Dead deck as well. It's one that my friend Dan ran and qualified for the SCG IQ with. He also has a website, themagiccenter.com, that you should absolutely check out if you haven't had the opportunity already. Whew, it's a lot of zombies. Whew, it's a lot of zombies. We're still good if we draw Trample and Lifelink. Come on, Unflinching Courage. This is going to be my whole day, isn't it? Any aura and we get to go off and I'm going to draw a land. Alright. Alright. I'm going to keep playing this. I have not given up yet. I'm going to have to bottom this, because if I keep this, then 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I can first strike down 12 of it, which leaves 9, which is not enough to kill me. We're still good to swing in. Math. Even if they crack the clue, we're still good. Because while it pumps up a point on the Tireless Tracker, we just first strike that down instead. Yeah, this is a great chump at the opponent. That was the abrupt decay on the needle we didn't want to see. Right? Confirming? Confirming. Yeah. This is not a lethal swing, thankfully. Especially because Basara can definitely stop the Westvale Abbey. But that was a good play out of the opponent. Hey, Ormondal. Good to see you, buddy. Block. Nice. We were not winning this game anyways, but I think we had to take that line. There's no downside to them to attack. Yeah. We died. Alright, well played, opponent. Alright, thank you everyone for tuning in. Alex here with Lucksack Games. Remind you to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave a comment down below. I appreciate each and every one of you. You're what makes this happen. Alex here with Lucksack Games. Remind you to have an awesome day.